The calendar turns, and the world rushes into a frenzy of resolutions and superficial change. But you seek something deeper. You seek the steel of the soul. As we cross the threshold into this new year, we do not ask for a lighter burden. We ask for broader shoulders. We do not wish for a world that bends to our will. We train our will to remain unbent by the world. This is the path of the Stoic, the path of the internal revolution. The first lesson of the year is the hardest to swallow. You control almost nothing. You do not control the economy, the opinions of your neighbors, the weather, or the passage of time itself. To lash your happiness to these things is to be a slave to the winds. Epictetus taught us that the only things truly ours are our own thoughts, our own intentions, and our own actions. This year, draw a line in the sand. On one side lies the externals, the noise, the chaos, the judgments of others. On the other side lies the internals, your character and your choices. Stop leaking your energy into the void of things you cannot change. When a challenge arises, ask yourself, is this within my control? If the answer is no, meet it with a shrug of indifference. If the answer is yes, meet it with the full force of your being. Most people enter a new year hoping for good luck. The Stoic goes further. We practice Amor Fati, the love of fate. This is not mere resignation. It is an enthusiastic embrace of whatever the year brings. If you face success, use it with virtue. If you face catastrophe, use it as fuel. Think of your life as a fire. To a small candle, a gust of wind is an ending. But to a great forest fire, that same wind is oxygen. It turns the obstacle into the way. Every setback this year is not a detour. It is the path itself. Every no is an opportunity to practice patience. Every loss is an opportunity to practice resilience. Do not wish for life to be different. Wish for the strength to meet life exactly as it is. In the rush of New Year's celebrations, we often forget the most vital truth. This year might be your last. This is not a dark thought. It is the ultimate clarification. Memento Mori. Remember that you must die. When you realize that your time is a finite resource, you stop spending it on trivialities. You stop holding grudges because you realize you don't have the time to be miserable. You stop procrastinating on your purpose because tomorrow is a gamble you can no longer afford to take. Use this year as if it were a gift you weren't supposed to receive. Live with a sense of urgency, not for the sake of rushing, but for the sake of presence. The world will try to break you. It always does. People will be ungrateful, envious, and aggressive. Circumstances will be unfair. But Marcus Aurelius reminded us that the mind is an inner citadel, a fortress that cannot be entered unless you leave the gate open. Your peace of mind is your most valuable possession. Do not give it away for free. When someone insults you, they only hurt you if you believe their opinion matters. When you fail, you only suffer if you tell yourself a story of defeat. This year, work on your fortress. Build it with the bricks of discipline, the mortar of logic, and the gates of self-awareness. Stoicism is not a philosophy of the armchair. It is a philosophy of the arena. You can read every book by Seneca, but if you do not act with justice and courage, you have learned nothing. The world does not care about your intentions or your vision board. It cares about your character in the heat of the moment. Be the person who does the right thing when no one is watching. Be the person who stays calm when everyone else is panicking. Be the person who speaks the truth when it is inconvenient. This year, let your actions be your only advertisement. As the sun rises on this new cycle, make a vow to yourself. Not a resolution to lose weight or make more money. Those are externals. Make a vow to be the master of your own mind. The year ahead is a blank stone. You are the sculptor. Every choice you make is a strike of the chisel. Will you carve a masterpiece of virtue, or will you let the stone crumble into dust? The choice has always been yours. It is time to begin. Understand that the tranquility you seek is not found in the absence of storms, but in the center of them. While others are busy writing lists of things they want to acquire, write a list of the weaknesses you intend to shed. Virtue is its own reward, and character is the only thing you take with you across the finish line of life. As you step forward, remember that a Stoic is not someone who lacks emotion, but someone who lacks the desire to be governed by them. This year, you are the king of your internal kingdom. Rule it with wisdom, temperance, justice, and courage. The world awaits your transformation, not in words, but in the quiet, steady power of your example. Stay focused, stay disciplined, stay stoic,